Okay, so on the agenda today, we're going to do an oil change on my 2018 Defender Lone Star. It's an HD10. It's got the 1000 engine. I've had it for almost a year. It'll be a year in February. It's a little while. It's been a nice ride. It's held up good. I've got 16 or 1700 miles on it. This will be oil change number, I don't remember. I did one at 20 hours, and then I do it every 500 miles after that. So probably oil change number 4. Street legal. It's pretty slick. I like it. It's been a solid ride. So anyways, things we need. Oil pan, oil filter. Gonna need a 17 millimeter socket for the drain plug, 8 millimeter socket for the oil filter cover. You need your oil filter, extension, ratchet, gloves, rag, and we're gonna do the air filter as well today too, just because it needs it. It's been a little while, so that's what keeps it in good condition. So let's get started. First thing I always do is open the bed. Once we get that open, we're gonna come in here, loosen that up, get that all ready so we can get some air in the crankcase engine so the oil drains out a little easier. I've already ridden it around the block a couple times, get some heat in the motor, get the oil hot, but not too hot. So here's where your drain plug is located. Oil looks pretty good for 500 miles. I think the manual states you can go 1,000 miles without actually changing oils and service, that kind of stuff. But I'm a little more particular than that. So we'll let her drain, and we'll get going on the oil filter. My biggest pet peeve about this whole job is whacking my head on this stupid thing right here. Last time I did it, probably hit my head 5 times. Ridiculous. So, down in here, need some light. Okay, we'll give you a look of where the oil filter is. Oil filter is behind this cover right here. There's three bolts that hold it on. There's 1, 2 right behind that cable, and there's another one tucked right in there. So I'm gonna get some rags, stuff them all down in there, catch any oil that comes out of there. Try and keep it clean because I'm on the driveway. I didn't put any cardboard down or anything, so try and keep the wife happy. Okay, so I got the filter off. Made a little bit of a mess. There's a filter, there's the housing. Got a bunch of rags down there to catch the oil. Hopefully. I have to clean that up a little bit. Here's the screws. It's an 8 millimeter or a torque set. I don't know what size it is, but I prefer the socket myself, so that's what I use. I'll let it continue to drain for a few minutes, and I'll put a new filter in and get her buttoned up. Okay, so we got the drain plug back in, oil filter back in, and all that. So here's what the book says. It says use XPS 4-stroke synthetic oil. And some people buy the Can-Am oil. I don't really care. The most important part is just use what it says. Like, use any 5W40 engine oil that meets or exceeds requirements for API service classification SJ, SL, SM, or SN. And there's a ton of oils that do that. So I choose Rotella T6 full synthetic. Capacities for the HD10 oil filter with, or oil change with filter, takes 2.1 quarts. So I usually dump in 2, start her up for a minute, let it sit for a half hour, and top off from there. And that's what I'll do with this oil change as well. All right, I got 2.1 quarts in there. Figured since I'm here, might as well replace the rear differential fluid. There's the dipstick for that right there. So I'm gonna crack that open. Drain plug is around the back here. Again, this drain plug is 17 millimeter. The dipstick plug is also a 17 millimeter, so that works out great. This is right here. I've never actually changed this one. Probably should have by now. This still looks pretty good. Oh man. It is greased. My ratchet's bad. Son of a gun. What do you do? Such is life. Yeah, the manual says this takes basically 1.5 liters or quarts. I'm gonna check that again. 1.5 liters. Let this drain for a while and I'll be back.
Jack.
All right, well, I am waiting for the...
What are those chocolate things?
Hey, dude.
What?
What chocolate things?
Salt things with caramel.
Yeah, Mom probably hid those. So I'm gonna replace the air filter here.
No, Jack saw them and got them. Where are they, Jack? In the kitchen. Where in the kitchen?
This is where it's at. It's kind of dusty. I've cleaned it regularly, but I haven't replaced it until now. Old and new. Big difference, huh? Gross. Try and wipe some of this dust out of here. Best I can. Looks clean on the inside. Tube. Just take this. And it just pushes on like that. That's it. Could you just see my head the whole time? All right, cool. Thanks, Jack. All right, so got the oil change done, got the air filter done. I did get the gearbox oil changed. lost the crush washer off of the drain bolt, and I got really frustrated. So I had to go into town and buy a new one because I didn't have any more. So I didn't get that on film, me filling that up, but it took about 1.5 liters, I believe. Anyways, we're ready to roll again. Fluids are good. I want to do a video on checking the belt and that kind of stuff. Just, I've never had that cover off, so it'd be good to go over that and just show what it is. Anyways, this Can-Am Defender, it's been freaking solid. I've taken it some pretty cool places. Packs my whole family. That's why I got to have this school bus. Lone Star Edition. It's pretty nice. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like the seats, but kind of makes me feel like I'm driving a King Ranch all the time. But whatever. To each their own. Anyways, let me know if you like this. Subscribe. Leave a comment, tell me how much you hate it, whatever you want. We just want feedback. Anyways, thanks guys.